All right, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about Zenless Zero and everything that has to do with this entire video. Pretty much compiling everything. I watched the whole thing already. If you guys want to watch it, I'm going to put the link for it down below. The only problem that I have with this and like showing it off is the fact that they play music throughout the entire broadcast. So when they do that, it leads to complications such as copyright claims, which I don't want to have to deal with. Had to deal with this with Bandai before, so don't want to have to deal with it again. So, let's go ahead and get into it. So, when I was watching this, we actually got a few things down, that's for sure. They talked about quite a few things. They showed off a lot of the characters and a lot of the different squads. They had a dope music video at the start of it, and let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. So, when they were actually talking about the gameplay and stuff like that, they just pretty much explain how the game works and stuff like that. So they have these things that look like domain expansions, and that's about it. Freaking the rest, you just kind of like take on those things and you defeat them, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the meat, which is the good kind of meat. First things first, when it comes down to character design and everything like that, we got different factions. So that's what they're kind of showing here. The different factions and such. As you can see, these guys, they're a different faction. And it looks like it is going to be faction based combat, which is kind of weird. If that means like, because obviously there's going to be elements, right? So, but the problem is if you want to complete massive combos, you have to kind of like run with that very specific faction, and that's kind of a weird one. So I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. Honestly, from what I've seen all over the news boards and stuff like that, no one actually knows shit about the game. No matter what video I've came across, it's always just been some dude dawdling off on random bullshit. So I wouldn't expect anything out of them at all until the game actually releases. But over here, they do talk about some of the fundamentals, especially whenever it comes down to the characters. And with a lot of that actually comes the fact that they talk about the factions. And the factions have their own faction combos, they have character combos and lead ups and all the other stuff like that. Very complicated gameplay. Let's see if they, yeah, because they go right here. So, right here, they actually show off a few of them. So we got the Odd Jobbers, the Cunning Hares. I do like this squad the most, honestly, just because of the gun fella. But after that, it's just pretty much like a pretty cool mercenary squad. Then we got these guys, which is pretty much the heavy industry squad. It looks like a lot of these squads are going to be entirely like based off of, I would say, um, just for money. Like they're all for money clicks and stuff like that. Kind of like how the guild organizations work. So I would say that this is like each like association equals out to like different dudes that they hire out. Let's see. They also have like actual like normal people, like obviously a police force. They have the police force. They have some more mercenaries, like special operations. Let's see. We have just like it's a bunch of random, I would say completely random like guilds, but honestly they're doing an amazing job with that. There are some that aren't finished, and it's obvious that some that are finished, that they're going to continue expanding anyways. So it's not really that big of a deal. Besides just pretty much pulling on what do you want to pull and stuff like that. And I think that keeping it faction based definitely works for a lot of people, and they talk about it right here. So as you can see, they are using very specific characters in the squad, such as their switch outs and stuff like that. They're actually going to use the same duo from that original squad to show off, like that they have to work with one the little creatures as well as the main characters. They kind of work in tangent, so it's kind of interesting the way that they're doing that. Leaves it very faction based. I do appreciate that though. They do show off some of the new characters that they've been implementing, such as this character. So we have the new housekeeper chick. Uh, then we also have the police chick. So I haven't really kept up with which characters were not in the game before and which characters were. So I mean, it is what it is. Um, I mean, I'm very, very excited because I do love the character designs, the game design. They also show off the character, the world, and stuff like that. And they show off a lot of the actual characters, such as the main character is going to be a guy girl, and freaking. Sorry, I'm just trying to get through this. Uh, oh yeah. So here we go. These are the special little things. The boos. The boos pretty much work in tangent like skills and weapons, exactly like weapons in my opinion. They do work like weapons, so you get them and they kind of work in tangent with your team. Some weapons are better with certain teams and stuff like that. They do show off the shops. I don't know what the shops are generally going to sell. They're just kind of showing off world building, the main character, the digs, all that good stuff, and the little side quests, opening quests. If you played One Punch Man: A World, then you know this is literally all the same stuff, which is like license level, doing stuff for allowances. They have the Abyssal Dungeon. They have like a bunch of extra little things here and there. And then over here they talk about the new code. So the redemption code is going to be this whenever it does come out in July. And then after that, they do a little special thing because they do say 80, but then they come out with this right at the end of the video, which is 100 free pulls off rip with the extra 80 boopons. So that is pretty cool to see. I'm pretty excited for that, not going to lie. Very, very excited to see how this actually pops off. This is probably going to be the first installment of Hoyoverse I'd like to play, besides that one game. What's it called? Starfield? No, no, no. What's the other game with the Star Rail? Star Rail. Except this one's more action based, so I'm going to be a little more excited about it. If I'm going to choose a faction, though, I totally am thinking. I like these guys because I like the robot fella. The robot fella's pretty cool. And the demons are pretty dope as well, so I might run down that direction. All right. So let me know what you guys think down below. Which factions y'all are gonna pick? Which games y'all are very excited for? There's a lot coming out this month, especially at the start of July. It's just going to be a matter of time on what we actually get to see and such. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace out. Yes, indeed.